Hey, good morning. Hope you're having a super fantastic, sparkling start to your fun Friday. The can is out. Or what will we pull out? We'll have to wait and see. But first, we'll get a little serious here. I know it's Fun Friday, but remember, the saying is no matter what happens, today is always super fantastic and sparkling. So we went to go for a walk, and normally before I walk in the morning, because it gets so hot here during the day, is I throw the AC on while we're out walking and then turn it off when we get back because it's cooled down the inside kind of nicely, which means it takes longer for it to heat up in the heat of the day. So I threw the AC on and was busy getting ready, and I realized the AC's not on. Huh. So I went over, checked everything. It was on, turned it off, turned it back on. Nothing. I'm like, crap. I had to take the dog for a walk, come back, get this done, get my training done, and then I'm going to check the breaker, and then I'm going to check the fuses, and hopefully that's all it is. Otherwise, it could get to be a very toasty day today. It's meant to be 90. I don't even know what the temperature is supposed to be today. Um, what is it supposed to be? I'm just pulling it up. It's meant to be like 90 something today, 93, but it'll feel like 97. So we will be getting on to, as soon as my morning calls are done, we'll be getting on to the service people to say, hey, help, please. Plus, they wouldn't be open yet anyway. So yeah, they don't. Most of the places that service RVs don't open until 9 a.m. So I've got an hour and a quarter to wait, but that gives me time to check the fuse and check the breaker. That was the first thing. Then I'm getting ready to come on here, and I noticed that my friend Vanessa had a picture of the Duke of Edinburgh, and had rest in peace across us. And I was like, what? So it turns out that the Queen Elizabeth II, her husband passed away today in Windsor Castle. So thoughts and prayers go to the royal family for that. Yes, I come from the Commonwealth, and he has been an institution my entire life. I mean, he was 99, 2 months before his 100th birthday. I mean, when you think about somebody who has lived that long, and you think of everything that they have possibly seen during their lifetime, this is one of the things that attracts me to genealogy so much, is when you think about somebody's life and all the things that they have accomplished over their life, the legacy they are leaving behind. He's leaving behind an incredible legacy. It's an absolutely incredible legacy. And the things that he has seen through his lifetime, his wife is the longest reigning British royal. She's been on the throne 67 years. No, it's gonna be longer than that. When did she go to power? 1950 something. So yeah, she's been on there a very, very, about like 67 years, I think it is, or 68 years. I can't remember. I should know this stuff. Now I'm completely forgotten. But he's left behind an incredible legacy, um, with his family and everything else, and the support he's given the Queen over the years of her reign. Um, I mean, man, what a legend he is. He truly is a legend, and so it's oh, it's the end of an era. It really is. So it was a bit of a shock to hear that this morning. I'll put it that way. It was a bit of a shock because he seemed to be doing well after being in hospital for so long and coming home. It was about a month ago after being in hospital for a couple of months. So yeah, that was a little bit of a shock to see that this morning. So, um, but as I say, today's always super fun. No matter what happens, today is always super fantastic and sparkling. And he has left, and he was 99. Yes, there is going to be a lot of tears shed because he's gone, but he had an incredible life that is going to be celebrated. It's immortalized in history. And it sort of makes you think, what are you doing with your life to make you stand out? Uh, I mean, he's seen a lot. And I was reading a bio of his. He was born on a dining room table. He was a Greek prince who was born on a dining room table. Um, and he went from that to being um, husband to an incredible, incredible woman who is, oh my gosh, they have seen, when you think of all the places they've traveled the world, all the things they have done, the kids that they have raised, they've got grandkids, they've got great grandkids, like 9 It's 9 great grandkids they've got now. I think it's 9. Um, but what an incredible, incredible legacy. And I came close to winning the Duke of Edinburgh Award one time, and it was a series of community service stuff and physical stuff that you had to do. But I left school before I finished it, and you had to be in school to get it. But what an incredible, incredible legacy he is leaving behind him. And there's going to be a lot of countries celebrating his life around the world as people come together. The funerals are all being arranged and everything else. And but what an incredible man. And yes, some people say that he has been, he was head of that family. He was head of that family, even though the Queen was, his wife was the Queen. But all the biographies and things and the biographies and stuff I've read over the years about him, he's just an incredible man. And to stand beside his wife, who has been on the throne for the last 67 years, is just amazing. I mean, she's 94. I think she's 95 this year. So, they've led a very, very full life. That's all I can say. It's a very, very full life. And so it was a little bit of a shock to hear that this morning. So, but it's Fun Friday. So we can have fun celebrating life. Sometimes we're here on this planet for a short time, and sometimes we're here on this planet for a long time. And it's what we do between, that little dash. It always comes down to that dash. Between the year of your birth and the year of your death, what do you do with that dash? I kind of feel like I don't want to pull anything out of the tin today, even though it is Fun Friday. I just feel like I just want to leave it here with those thoughts. So my thought today is going to be, and I'm going to change the question about, what fun, I'm going to leave the question, what fun activities are you going to do this weekend? But I also want you to take time to think about your dash. How big is your dash going to be when your time comes to transition to the next plane of existence? How big is your dash going to be? What are you doing with your dash? And the dash is, like I said, between the year that you were born and the year that you passed. What are you going to do to fulfill your dash? What are you doing to stand out? What are you doing to be who you are? Are you being true to yourself? Are you being the person you are meant to be? What legacy are you leaving behind for those that follow you? And that's where we're going to leave it today. We'll worry about the fun tin maybe later this afternoon, maybe later on today. But right now, I really don't feel in the mood for pulling anything from the tin. So it's still a super fantastic sparkling day no matter which way you look at it. But go out, have a super fantastic sparkling day. Look at your dash. How full is it? What changes do you need to make in your life to make you stand out and be more of who you are? Are you being true to yourself? It was a really good question to ask yourself today. Are you being true to who you are? Or are you conforming to others instead of standing out and being the beacon that you're supposed to be? Have a super fantastic sparkling day, and we'll catch you guys later on today. Hei konera.